I literally can't believe we're here already. 2014 has absolutely flown by and 2015 is now upon us. And what better way to kickstart this year with my top 5 albums of 2014. Let's go. 2014 has gone, and let's recap on some of the music from 2014. We've had some absolutely amazing releases from some really big artists, including Kylie Minogue, J.Lo, the likes of Taylor Swift. It's been a great year for music, and there's been a lot of side projects that have been released that are moving on into 2015, which is already bringing the music scene of 2015 to a massive start. Like the Maroon and the Diamonds' Fruit of the Month with her album release Fruit in April 2015, and then the leaked Madonna tracks. We have a Madonna album in the works. So enough of all this background, let me get onto my top 5 albums of 2014, starting off with number 5. Positions number 4 and 5, it was a tough choice to decide which ones took the order, but at number 5 I have J.Lo's album, A.K.A. And what can I say, when I did the review months ago, I fell in love with this album. It was old school J.Lo meets new J.Lo, which is upbeat J.Lo, and it's just an amazing J.Lo album that any J.Lo fan, from whether you found her in whatever point in her career, will love. She's got amazing tracks on here like A.K.A, she's got the singles First Love, she's got Booty, which she did with Pitbull and then did the amazing video with Iggy Azealia. Altogether, this album has been absolutely amazing for me, and I love it. I think the reason why I gave this number 5 was, as I said in my review, I wish she did incorporate a bit more dance J.Lo in there, but overall it made my top 5 and A.K.A. Album number 4 was Lily Allen, Sheezus. When I heard that she was coming back to the music scene after her alleged ejection from the music scene completely, I was really excited because I adored her first 2 albums, and Sheezus did not disappoint. It's a lot more mature in terms of the lyrics, that she's talking about a lot more of adult life now that she's married with a kid. But overall, the album really, I'm really happy with it. It was an amazing album. I went to the Sheezus tour when she did it in London in December, and it deserves its spot at number 4. In position number 3, I had no plans to include, and I didn't expect this album to be in my top 5 at all, but Maroon 5 V took number 3. Maroon 5 is one of those bands of mine. I love Maroon 5, I've loved them since day one when they started with Songs About Jane, and I've loved every single album of theirs, but for me, Maroon 5 have always been that consistent band that have been consistently good. I've never been wowed, but I've enjoyed their stuff non-stop. I've seen them twice before, and when V came out and I found that it was Maroon 5, literally packed from throughout the years. It's got influences from Songs About Jane, to It Won't Be Soon Before Long, to their last album, Hands All Over. It just fused their whole career into one album, and I adored this album so much. This is the first Maroon 5 album in a long time that wowed me, and it strongly deserves its space at number 3. And sitting at number 2, this album only just recently made the number 2 because I only just recently heard it. And this album was Instant Love, and everyone might disagree with me, but Calvin Harris, Motion. I am absolutely obsessed with the album. I first heard, obviously, Under Control, and then I heard Summer, the 2 big tracks from the album. And then only recently I heard the track with Ellie Goulding. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give this album a go because I love all the tracks so far, and I was not disappointed. This album is absolutely amazing. I love this kind of techno house dance music, and a whole album of it really shows me how talented Calvin Harris really is. I really underestimate him a lot, and it deserves to be there. Like, there's tracks on here that I never expected to love, like Pray to God featuring H.I.A.M. I don't even know who H.I.A.M. are, and I'm now listening to them because of this album. And this album is just carefree dance, amazing music. The Ellie Goulding track is a massive standout for me, and it deserves its spot at number 2. So now we get to the number 1 spot of my top albums of 2014. You've probably all guessed what it is already because I'm that predictable, but top spot goes to Kylie Minogue, Kiss Me Once. When this album was dropped in March this year, I was absolutely amazed by this album, not just because Kylie is one of my queens, but this whole year really has been the year of Kylie for me. Like, as soon as Into the Blue, the first single, dropped, and then just the whole album dropped, I just loved it from start to finish. It is one amazing, coherent Kylie album with so many influences. Like, she's got a lot of influences from her 80s Kylie to the upbeat Aphrodite dance Kylie, and it's really spawned a lot of memories for me from this album, like Less Sex being like a top highlight of this album for me, including Million Miles. Literally the whole album, I adore it so much. The Kiss Me Once tour was like my tour of the year. I had the time of my life, and the whole Kiss Me Once era for me was a really special one. And overall, like I said, from start to finish, Kiss Me Once really deserved, like, there was no other choice. It was gonna get the top spot in my top albums of 2014. So there we go, that is the end of my yearly, like, traditional video, my top albums of 2014. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, 2014 was an amazing year for music. There were a lot of albums that I did miss out, and funnily enough, this year's list was very difficult to put together, but I managed it, and there are my favourites. And it is now your turn. I want to know what your top 5 albums of 2014 were, and just putting it out there that what is your most anticipated album of 2015 that you've heard of so far. I'm really looking forward to Marina and the Diamonds album Fruit the most. Like, every single Fruit of the Month track has been amazing so far. I adore Marina and have done since day one when she released her first EP, and I'm so ready for Fruit. So yeah, let me know your top 5 albums of 2014, and let me know what your most anticipated album of 2015. I'm gonna recap some of my older videos now. So over there, check out my Marina and the Diamonds Happy single review. Up there, check out my Angel Eau Secret fragrance review. And over there, go and check out my Figs and Rouge first look video. Thank you guys so much for watching me, and thank you for sticking with me through 2014. Here's to a big and better 2015 with a lot more frequent videos and a lot more new stuff happening on Nick12604. Like my page, visit my website and all that for updates and stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!